Hello everyone, today I'm going to be modeling a Runescape character. As you can see, I will start this with my already made human male base mesh, and I also already have the dragon full helm pre-made, so I'm just going to be taking that from the old file, and just copying it over here. And I also have the Bandos task that's already made, so I copy that from its original file, and I do some adjustments to fix it to its legs. As well as the fire cape. For the fire cape, I just used a displacement map along with the image texture of the fire cape and the Barrow's gloves. Here I begin to model the primordial boots. I'm using a method I learned from Yan Sculpts, where he creates a plane and then he uses the shrink wrap modifier to extrude and edit the object around the base object. Here I began toying with the idea of having low poly wings, but after reconsideration I just made it some clean polygonal wings. Here I begin modeling the necklace. This character will be having the ornamental amulet of fury. Chestplate, using the same method with snapping the face to the body, as well as using the shrink wrap modifier and the mirror modifier. Here I'm making the logo. I could have just made it a texture, but I decided why not go ahead and make it its own mesh object. beginning to make the wrist guards. For some reason, these weren't feeling right to me, and it took me a while to realize that I had them upside down. Now I begin making this sleeve that's right under the shoulder pad. And now I'm beginning to make the shoulder pad. You might notice that I will delete this later on and create another one just because I didn't like the design of this one. And this character will be 3D printed, so I was trying to think in terms of how these shoulder pads would have been printed, and having them float like this probably wouldn't have worked. Just adding some spikes with the simple cones. Here I'm beginning to model the Dragon Warhammer. It's a very easy weapon to model. Here I'm making the Dragonfire shield. I'm attempting this by just modeling the base of the shield and then doing some of the skin modifier with extruding on the shield to try and extrude the face. Finished with the shield, just giving it a vertical handle and putting it into place. Now I'm just adding the base plate because I plan on making this a 3D print. And this user wanted a 3D image of the Iron Man logo, so I'm going ahead and just adding that real quick to the bottom. And now begins the texture. Just use some simple noise texture, bump textures. working on adding the skin texture, which was pretty difficult because I saw some tutorials on using a high level of subsurface scattering along with similar colors for the subsurface color and radius. So it didn't come out perfect, but I'm still pretty happy with the result. I believe here I already replaced the shoulder plates, so you might not be able to see that. I think I forgot to record it. And here I was having some issues with the necklace, so I just kind of gave it a default grayish texture with some noise. I was trying really hard to figure out how to link materials again, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just said screw it and applied it to every single horn spike thing on the shoulder plate. And now for the dragon fire shield, I really couldn't figure out a decent looking orange and gray, so I ended up with this, and it's not awful, but I had something else in mind. Now I'm just texturing using face select texturing for the face on the Dragonfire shield. I'm adding the whites of the eyes in the dragon full helm. Adjusting the texture on the Dragonfire shield. Now I'm just getting through some renders, seeing what it looks like. Adjusting the textures a bit, adding some noise. Trying to make it look a little bit less flat. Here I'm actually UV unwrapping the gloves. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make the wrist parts of the Bando's chestplate either shiny or just really rough and coarse. I chose coarse. And now I'm adding the necklace part for the cape. Or I guess the neck part of the cape. Playing around with getting a 360 view, and this is a finished result. If you like this, please subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in buying this model, I have it on our Etsy shop over at JK3D Productions. And if you would like to donate to me on Patreon to continue supporting this channel. And if you'd like to see more, or if you have any requests, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll work on something similar to it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like. See you later.